Hey everybody, welcome to Holgado Guitar Works, home-based luthier here in Decatur, Georgia. The services we provide are anything from basic setups all the way to minor fret work, bone work, electrical work, all these things you can hang out with me while we do together. What I like to offer is a 1 hour kind of block for my customers. In that hour, we're either gonna fully diagnose and see what's going on with your instrument and make a game plan to get it back to you within 1 or 2 days, or we're gonna fully repair your guitar and get you out of here within an hour to an hour and a half. Lastly, we're custom guitar builders. We can make any of your wildest dreams come true as far as a guitar. Contact us about a custom build and let's get it going. So today we've got Mitch coming into the shop. Mitch is the guitar player in my band Dead Red Flowers. We're locally based here in Atlanta, of course. He's a hell of a guitar player. He plays the hell out of his guitar and he's quite corrosive as well. So we're gonna take all the strings off, clean those frets, get that fretboard cleaned up, maybe swap a pickup and get this band rocking.
The bridge pickup's not giving me what I want. It's not as beefy as I want.
Right on. Well, Evelyn Wine's pickups, we might be able to sort something out for you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It'll be rad. We are polishing frets at the moment to get them all nice and shiny, first off, and second off to make great contact between the strings and the frets and kind of rid all that corrosion.
We're going to check the truss rod in the neck that provides the relief, or the back bow or front bow. We want it to be pretty much straight with a little bit of back bow in it, just so that the strings have enough room to vibrate freely and sustain properly. We may replace this pickup. Mitch mentioned that he was not satisfied with the sound of it. We'll touch it up, make sure that all the solder joints inside are satisfactory. Oftentimes over time they become oxidized and they break apart. But if that's not the case, we can replace it. We can wind pickups here and make sure that it's a good match set with the neck pickup, which is typically a lower output than the bridge, because at this point in the guitar, which is a little bit closer to the middle of where the strings lay, that is where the vibrations are the loudest. They have the most movement, the highest amplitude of that string vibration is going to be towards this middle section of the guitar. So it's a little bit louder here, so you want the pickup to be a little bit quieter. And to compensate, you want the bridge pickup down here to be just a little bit louder as well. This looks like it might be one of the custom shop PAFs or possibly a 57 Classic. They both featured the patent applied for sticker that was seen on the iconic 59 series Gibsons. This is a humbucker, so it's a dual coil pickup. First coil is going to be along here where you see this row of screws, and the second coil, which uses just flat slugs, is going to be along the bottom. Yeah, we have a good demonstration of what we're talking about. We've got these flat slugs underneath, and then the adjustable pole pieces up top. This is a really cool model. It's based on the very classic Gibson ES335 Dot, which is the earlier model of the electric Spanish. That's what ES stands for in ES335. It's earlier, you can tell, are based on the earlier model by these dot inlays, hence why we call it the 335 Dot guitar. On other Gibsons, you will see that they will have rectangular or even rhombus shaped inlays down the neck instead of the dot.
So these tuners have something remarkable which allow you to kind of grab with your fingers and turn instead of using a peg winder or a tool. That's not found on many guitars, and it's super unique. It's just something Gibson did in the quirky era of production. You just don't see it a lot, which is super cool. Otherwise, custom finish that you don't see a lot. Like I said, one piece maple top with no glue line in the middle, which is just an absurdly big piece of wood. Carved on the top and back. Binding, of course, super cool walnut brown finish. Very unique guitar.
So what makes the 335 such a popular instrument is it's a semi-hollow design. So on the sides here where you can see the F-holes, it's completely hollow over here, but through the middle there's a solid block of wood here, and why they created that is once the electric guitar became invented, once we started amplifying our instruments beyond just typical acoustic with speakers and a hollow body guitar, it would provide feedback. And so when we added this solid center block, it reduced the amount of feedback in that. And even further, what they did is they moved from having a hand-carved solid piece top. This has a solid maple piece on the top, but it's laminated. It's many pieces of wood that have been glued together from perpendicular wise, with grain going long ways and then grain going horizontal. And this also helps reduce the amount of feedback and the amount of treble frequencies that come through your guitar. If this was a solid hand-carved top, it would probably be a more unpleasant, almost ice-picky treble sound. The treble sounds would be amplified by the wood, and the bass sounds would be absorbed. But because it's this laminate, it looks like it's probably 5-ply, which is typical for Gibson. It's very balanced, and it's sort of a mellow sort of sound that comes out of this. Perfect for playing the blues, jazz, or rock and roll.
You want to trust the person who's fixing your guitar. You want to be able to openly see what that person is doing. You want to make sure that person is a capable musician, more so a guitar player. I'm a guitar player, I know how these things play. We're going to check it out right here before you leave to make sure you're totally happy.